Obviously, Hawaii Island is a source of a lot of activity. We want to cut next to our next community clip where we saw, again, Hawaii Island members stepping up to lead during the pandemic. I'd like to share this next community clip where we revisit with members of Hawaii Keiki Heroes.
So I'm here in Hilo at CU Hawaii Federal Credit Union with Rebecca Choi. Rebecca, you just started here on the job, but during the pandemic you were part of an exciting project. Can you tell me a little bit about how Hawaii Keiki Heroes got started?
Sure, yeah, thanks so much for asking. So Keiki Heroes is a community project that started exactly about 2 years ago, summer of 2020. With the onset of the pandemic, we were really concerned about how our kids would be able to adopt behavior change and all the new things that we're needing to do to stay healthy together. So we developed a program to help them adopt and the ohana learn together of the safe practices, wearing our mask and distancing to help our community.
So we had the opportunity to meet with the inspiration of Hoku. We talked with her earlier, and this was the first coloring book that you folks did.
Yeah.
Let's Stay Healthy Together Hawaii, and it was distributed as the vaccines rolled out. But there's some exciting things happening with Keiki Heroes now as we're coming out of the pandemic. So what's new?
So the new book that we created is called Kai and Hoku Explore Foods of Hawaii, and with the effort of introducing local vegetables and fruits in partnership with the DeBucks program, the Food Basket, and Tiana came in at Farm to Keiki and Center for Getting Things Started with Komingwei. And we thought it'd be great to introduce to our children across Hawaii through Kai and Hoku how to explore our local fruits and vegetables. And we know that's really important for Keiki health.
And you're going to be partnering statewide with the new organization. Which organization is that going to be?
Yes, it's Hi-Fi, considered the Hawaii Public Health Institute. And actually, that'll be our new home for Kai and Hoku because our community group was not a formal organization. And we had wonderful fiscal sponsors with Next Tech programs and Hawaii Science and Technology Museum. But we wanted to find a forever home for Kai and Hoku where they can grow and expand in programs that help Keiki across the state. So Hi-Fi will be taking it on, and we're really excited about that partnership.
So excited for you. Talk to us about the partnerships you had with groups like CU Hawaii.
Yeah, so with part of this Keiki Heroes program, we built out a business partners program where we partnered with community organizations across the Big Island where kids can drop in and get incentives and learn more and get resources. So we believe that the partnering with community organizations is so critical, right? That we all have our networks and we all have our connections that we can reinforce. So CU Hawaii was a business partner and a sponsor of Keiki Heroes, and so we want to continue to build upon that to work with organizations across the state to really emphasize and uplift our Keiki.
So one of the big lessons we've learned is that partnership is what helped Hawaii really get through COVID as a community in partnership. So if there is one thing you want to share with our audience, one final message as we come out of COVID, as we continue to move forward, is there anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, we just want to thank our community for all your support and coming together. We feel like continuing that effort, learning from what we have during the pandemic and moving forward together is really important. It's also in terms of building the ohana and supporting our kids, the next generation of leaders.
Thank you, Rebecca, and best of luck on all of Kai and Hoku's future adventures.
Yeah, thank you, Della. So good to see you.
So I'm here in person in beautiful Hilo with Basil Au, who was the inspiration of Hoku in Hawaii Keiki Heroes. Basil, we were talking about a year ago, virtually. We were in the middle of the pandemic. We still didn't really know if there were going to be vaccines at that time, or there might have been vaccines, but it was just starting to roll out. Tell me, what are some of the things that you learned from the pandemic?
Well, I've learned that from the pandemic that usually it's like the parents that are like telling kids to be careful, like have dinner and stuff. But Keiki Heroes was like, well, kids have to learn too. So I would like go around like my school telling people like, oh, can you please put your mask on? Like, I don't want to like try to spread the virus and stuff because I want it to be really safe.
So now that we're coming out of the pandemic, Hawaii Keiki Heroes has gone kind of statewide, and your likeness is going to be plastered in coloring books all around the state. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm actually really excited, and I was working with them a lot. I like went on the radio, I read one of their books, and it was really exciting. because it was like I'm part of something big.
Yes, you certainly are, and you've inspired a lot of people and a lot of adults too to also talk to their kids and share with their kids and have their kids learn and share with others about how we can take care of ourselves. So what are you looking forward to most now that the pandemic is almost over or we're coming out of it?
Well, usually like when I would go to my friend's house, it would be like, oh, have you been exposed to anybody? Has anybody in your family been like sick or something? And then we would always have to be careful of every single detail in our lives. But as the pandemic is coming to a close a little bit, I can be less careful, but still kind of while being careful. So it would be kind of like less stress off my shoulders.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys are going to do wonderful. I'm really excited about what's going to happen with Keiki Heroes. We'll be talking with some of the adults later, but if there's one message you want to give to the public out there as one of the representatives of Keiki Heroes, what would that be?
Is always believe in yourself. Like I was, when my brother asked me to volunteer, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Like I'm kind of nervous. Like I don't know if people will actually hear my message, but they did. And it was really exciting, and I was really happy to see that people was looking and hearing my message, and that was that kids can make a difference too.
You certainly
Not just
have.
adults.
Thank you so much, Basil.